Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, Great Millstone. Salutation to your brothers whose pushing is sword in sincerity and in truth. To your so-called Latinos, natives and Negroes, who are the Israelites, who are the true Israelites, who are the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, in every nation. Shalom. I'll just share with a quick lesson. Hope through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that this lesson be edifying. This is Proverbs 1 and verse 1. It says, the proverb of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and through the scriptures, we know that Solomon and Yahushai is the same person through reincarnation, right? Yahushai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus today, right? So this is Solomon giving us the instructions how we could attain or obtain wisdom and understanding and instructions, right? Verse 2. Anyway, you look up this word proverb just to see what's the meaning of a proverb. As he was taught by the elders and members of GMS, gotta look up your words. It's the only way you can get the full understanding and the full breakdown of a scripture. Say what it's really saying.
Strong's H 4912. Mashal. Mashal.
Mashal. Mashal. Right? It says a proverb, a parable. It says a proverb, a proverbial saying, a byword, a similitude, parable. So the word proverb means a parable. And even 2,000 years ago, 2,000 change years ago, when Yahushai was on scene and he was speaking, he spoke to the scribes and Pharisees in a parable. Right? So verse 2 says, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding. So Solomon is giving us the guidelines to know wisdom, instructions, and to perceive the words of understanding, right? So we can look up this word perceive. What does it mean to perceive understanding? This is the word perceive.
Strong's H 995. Bean. Bean.
Bean. It says to discern, to understand, to consider. It says to perceive, to discern, to understand, know with the mind. The word mind, go back to spirit. So to perceive, to understand, to know in your spirit, right? To observe. So when you understand the scriptures, right? When you perceive the scriptures in your mind, you're gonna be observant. You can observe things around you, and you're gonna be able to distinguish between good and evil, right? He says to observe, mark, give heed, to distinguish, to consider, right? So the word perceive means to understand, to know with your mind, which go back to the word spirit, to distinguish, to give heed to, right? So when you understand the scriptures, you're going to be able to distinguish between right from wrong. You're going to be able to understand judgment. You can be able to take heed to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai words. Right? So let me go back. We can read verse 2 again. To know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to give heed to the words of understanding, to distinguish between good and evil, to consider the things that, to consider the punishment of sin, and to take heed to yourself. Right? Verse 3 says, to receive instructions of wisdom, justice, and judgment of equity. Right? So we can look at this word equity. Equity.
Strong's H 4339. Meshar. Meshar.
Meshar. So the word is equity, right? This is meaning for the word equity. It means uprightness. Right? Uprightness, evenness, level, smooth, uprightness. These are your uprightness. So you can read it back. To receive the instructions of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity. Right? The word mean equity mean uprightness. Right? It says to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man, knowledge and to give to the young man knowledge and discretion, right? To give to the young man knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear, Slakia. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. To understand a proverb, I mean a parable, to understand a proverb and the interpretation of the words of the wise and the dark saying. So the only way you could understand a parable, the interpretation of the words of the wise, is to do this. For 7, the fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge. So the only way you could understand a parable and dark saying, you have to first start by fearing Yahweh. It says again, read it again, it says, the fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. So when you in the scriptures and you come across instruction that Yahweh give, you're supposed to despise it. Because if you despise against it, you're going to be counted as a fool. And as a man in the truth, you're supposed to always take instruction. It says a fool, but a fool despiseth wisdom and instruction. So when the instruction is passed by the elders or bigger brothers over you, you're supposed to take heed to the instruction, right? Verse 8, it says, my son, hear the instruction of thy fathers, right? Hear the instruction of thy fathers. Hear the instruction of thy father. And in this truth presently, the apostles and elders, technically, they're your fathers. They're the one that is giving us these instructions, right? Forsake not the law of your mother, right? Forsake not the law of your mother. Forsake not the laws of this book. Forsake not the laws of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. For there shall be an ointment of grace unto your head, and a chain upon your neck. You know? So with that, I just want to give all praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS Great Millstone. Salutation to your brothers whose portion is word in sincerity and in truth. Just want to say shalom. Till the next time.